where you can download this application. It's in data management. At the end, there is a data loader. If you click on this, you will have a link on that page. Okay, this is the link for downloading the Apex data loader. Install in your system and try out examples in your personal developer org, what I'm explaining now. Okay, and going back to our data loader. So now let's see, we are going to insert some foodies record into the mission. Okay, so what would require for foodies object? Just go to the object, open new tab. Okay, click on new, or else open any existing record. So you see the fields required for this foodie object, right? So coming back to the Excel sheet, what you do is you create new Excel workbook. Or else I can even choose my existing all recent workbooks, where I can even see the old data loaded thing. Okay, now I have a simple requirement. I have some email contacts in my system. I want to load it to some different organization. Okay, I am opening the email contacts of. This is my personal requirement, and I just want to load this. Choose. Okay. So there are around 500 contacts, 570 contacts. I want to load this into my system. So generally for contacts, right? You need some parent account, right? Let's go to the system. I'm opening this other organization in different browser. Okay, let's see. This is my browser. This is my link. So this is a simple notification. Next order there is some service maintenance. So now let's go to leads. I want to create all these people as leads in my system. Okay. So what I will do, I will get the security token for this current organization. So I need to share one more thing to you. The security token, the 25-digit security token, what you're getting to your email address will be useful to the applications like data loader, Eclipse, and third-party applications, any other third-party applications that you're trying to integrate. Whenever you're trying to integrate Salesforce with Informatica, so Informatica is a tool to move data from one application to another application, right? It's not a integration, it's a data migration tool where you use username, password, and our security token in that and set as endpoint. By giving these details to the Informatica, it will pick all the information, okay? And it will push data to any other org, so you can map the system. The lead name, for suppose there's an account, the same account is in SAP system also. They will map the systems. It's an integration tool, data migration tool. The field names might not be different in both the systems, right? So they use different. They will use a mapping tool. For suppose there might be a name called phone in our account name, account object, but in SAP system it's called contact info. So what you do is you map these two fields, if you know. So you get both the requirements from both the teams, and you just map the appropriate fields, and you just do with a single button click, you can migrate all the data from one system to other system. You can do in scheduled time also. Every day morning 5 o'clock, you can schedule the changes between these two things. Okay. Let's go back to our application. Okay. And as I have, I'm clicking on insert. Okay. So now I'm just going to use a different organization as I said to you, like com. And what's the password for that? And now I have to paste a security token for this. Where will my security token be? Yeah, I don't care the backup for this. Let's go to your email and click on search for the current username. Okay. Again, so if you are giving security token to them, there is no need to give the again validation like the 5-digit password code will not even ask for the third-party application. This is the main extra security you're giving to them, extra access you're giving to them. Okay. For suppose Salesforce token. Okay. Okay. Now I'm searching with this name. So I didn't got this. What I'm clicking, go to my application and go to my user profile. Just checking which is the email which I map to this current organization. Okay. Going to the my settings, my profile will be there. The email is the same thing. So now I can reset my password. Reset my security token is the option where you can reset your password. Click on this. In the personal settings, click on my settings, mein, profile, personal mein, recent, my security, reset my security token is the option. So you got the email sent to this email address. Okay. Apply.com. So I logged in into the system. Oh, I got the token from Salesforce. So it's not in my Gmail. So this is my token. Okay. It clearly says, and you can keep this mail as an important, or you can even copy the security token and keep in a separate file where you can see all the security tokens at once. No need to reset again. So once you reset this token, the old token will be expired. Okay. So you need to use the new token, fresh token every time, and append it at the end. If I click on login, now this will be logged into the hello. Okay. Now this is successfully logged into the system. Click on next, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the leads information. Okay. Right. Okay. Select the lead. Okay. And choose the file. So let's see. Where is my file saved? Okay. Let's go to contacts. Select the lead and choose the file from here. Yeah. So yeah. Let's select this. They have some date. Okay. Now I'm selecting. You can open. Okay. Now I selected the CSV file of which I'm trying to upload. Click on next. Initializing schedule. There are 468 records. Let's see how many records are there in the current system. Okay. There are 468 records, 69 records. Okay. So generally this will consider the first thing as the header. Okay. What I will do, I'm going to insert as a new column on the top of it. Okay. This is called email. Lead status. Okay. Name, there is no name for us. Okay. Let's see, J. I'm giving J. Okay. Click on save. Continue. Now go back to the system and click on OK, and click on back. Come back and then click on browse, and again select the new file. Today. Okay. Clicking on open. Click on next. Yes, I would like to continue. There are 16 columns now. So there's one extra column now. It will consider, it should be everything. So the first column is considered as the header, where it will see the column names, means the field names in the system. Whenever you're creating any object in the database, it's a table. So in our Salesforce, it's a table backend in the backend. So a table, what is a table? Database table will have some field names, country, city, all this stuff. So you consider this as the column names as field names. Okay. Now you're inserting data into the table. This is the data available in the external system Excel sheet. We are going to use this to upload. Click on OK. And now these are some blank fields available in the system. I just want to go with create and edit mapping. Okay. By clicking on this, right, you can create a new map and you can map those fields here. Okay. So last name is required field. Okay. If you are not entering passing some last name field in the object, so then it will throw some error to us. Come here, go to the schema builder. Okay. Let's see what are required fields in the system. Okay. So this is the way to select. Okay. So if you come here, company name is also required. Okay. I see there are many names required here. So let's do one thing. Let's add some more required fields in the system. Lead status is okay. Open is the status which you have to give there. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's try. First of all, let's try this. If we have any issues, let's come back and do it again. So let's copy the email field, drag and drop on the email column name. Yeah, this is we are doing the mapping here. And lead status. It will throw some error to us because we have given new email status that I'm not going to map. And name, the last name also I'm giving the email field because it's a required field in the system. Lead object. Okay. Click on OK. Click on next. I'm expecting some errors. So this is the things, 0 out of 649 is processed, and you can show the results here. See, there are 469 errors. Let's see what are the errors here. It is required. Company name is required. Everything is required in the current organization. So come back here to the system, to our email. So put name as so you can drag. So this is how gentle. I don't want to use the names like this. But there are a lot of Excel functions where you can bring out the name from the email address, okay? In the coding also, you can do a lot of operations. Yeah. And read status, I just want to give as open, okay? I am doing the same thing for all the contacts. System. Now, the other thing is company name. Channel.org. So let's let's check the errors. If we have any other errors also, we can require fields missing. Company name is the only field which it's asking us to map, and last name field only for the one object which you don't have it. Okay, click on close and click on save. So do you know there are a lot of macros in Excel where you can, with this field, you can remove, you can split the @ and you can get VM SRAW as the name, and you can copy into a new field. I really don't know about the macro fields here. I don't want to use it, but you can do it here. So the data loading people can do the sortings like this, because the name, the last name we are giving as this only. Okay. And let's come back to our org and check whether you need any other additional objects or not. Automatically picked up. Okay, we don't read status, name. That's it. Come back. Lead source, I want to map it properly. So come here. What is the lead source? Open in new field. So where I can see the lead source is, there are a lot of things. What I will put, conference LinkedIn show. So and some external referral pulse email campaign. This email we got from email campaign. That's the reason. So we are mapping this to email. So now we have 5 columns. We are going to map all these 5 columns into the database with a single insert, so you can see all the data in the system. Click on continue. Saved. Okay, this is saved. Let's go back to the system. Click on cancel. So, and I can click on insert. Go to lead object. So these are all channel objects. Okay. So these, you can see even custom objects also here. The underscore things are custom objects, and all the other remaining things are standard objects. Event, everything are standard objects. If you put show all other objects also, there are a lot of hidden objects which you cannot see. Okay, the relationships, approval process, everything has a relationship. If you check on this, there are many other things. See, earlier you cannot see account contact role. Okay, for each and every contact, there is a role in the account. It's whether it is a CEO or CFO, that's a different object where you can use this object to upload that type of data, if you know that. Okay. So if I'm removing this, all these other objects which are hidden for us will not be available. That is a detailed objects, advanced objects in system we are going to use. Just select, go in the normal way, select lead, go to the file, want to select this, click on next, yes, on OK, and choose card map. Oh, I don't want, so generally this option I'll tell you later. Whenever you're creating a mapping, so if there are 500 fields, what you do? Every time you generally map everything, right? Next time you're going to use the existing map. So I can store the maps which I have done here. See, the company name I'm mapping here, email I'm mapping here, lead status I'm mapping, the status field, source is other object, right? Yeah, lead source is the other field which I'm going to map maybe, and last name. Yeah, so this is the last name. I have done the mapping. Click on save mapping. If you're clicking on save mapping, what happens, right? I'm going to save this map somewhere in the system in a separate folder. Next time, if I want to do the same mapping again, I can choose this file. Okay. Suppose leads leads to ERM system. Okay, in the document folder. Okay, click on save. Now this is saved. Click on OK. I'm clicking on next. Next time when I'm doing the same thing, I can choose the existing created map. Okay, which is in my documents folder. So this is the location where you see the RRM files will be stored. So if you go to documents, okay, I want to show you the RRM success files. Every time when you are uploading something, you create a RRM success files. So here is the RRM success file today, 9:21 AM. It's created. Okay, let's come here. Click on finish. Yes. Do you want me to proceed? Yes. Yeah. 416 successful inserts have happened here. So click on the errors. There are 0 errors. 0 successes. Yeah. All the data is inserted into the system. Now let's go back to the system to our developer. Click on leads. Now click on to the leads. Click on go. You clearly see the date of creation and everything. So the name is the same thing which I have given here. The company name is this, and this is the main information which I want to load into the system, the emails. Okay, and the date of creation is 28/7, and if you go to the detail of any record, see there are 469 records created today. You clearly see it, 1 to 25 or 469. You can create 1 to 200. Let's click on this. You clearly see the record information on the detail page so that you can identify. So this is some different plugin which I have inserted into the VF page where this is going to look up about the information about the system, about the company name. Okay, so it's saying we're looking up this on data. So I want to remove this plugin. So you can even insert VF pages or snippets or code thing like widgets into VF page also. This comes into other part. Okay. And if you come down, see this is the last modified data and created by my name because I have logged in as a data loader and go in the system, right? 9:29 a.m. So this is in PST. So let's go down there. Okay, now you want to modify of all these lead records some name. Okay. So I will create one more scenario where I'm going to in the coding classes, right? What I will do, I will run a simple script, Apex script, which automatically updates all my lead records with name of Tana, okay, and which will put the name from the email address, okay, which will remove the @gmail.com or @gmail.com, and it will add the first thing as a name in our system. That's other part. We'll work on that requirement in the coming classes. Okay. Now let's see. If you know some field, I can update this data directly. Compose. View errors. No, click on close. Now coming back to the system. Okay. Now I don't want Tana same name for all people. I want to give Tana 1, Tana 2 like this to my people, to my system users. Okay. And then again pulling the. Now in this case, I'm not going to insert. What I will do, I'm going to update the data, right? And now if you see the record is saved, the names are different now. 469 to because we started the column name is we started from second column. That's the reason we are saying 469. Now you come back to the system, data loader. Okay. So for updating, right, we need the record IDs. Okay, a record ID is required for updating the record. Now what I will do, I will come to the documents folder. Here I have the success and error folder. Open the success file. Okay, so this is the success file where you see the record ID. Okay, after uploading any information to the system, you are getting two files, success and error files. Now all my records are successfully uploaded. Now I have the record ID of this. So instead of exporting one more time, I can directly update the information here. This is having perfect ID information, record ID information, because this is the unique identifier in the system where I can identify each lead and I can update the information, right? Or suppose there can be two different email addresses, which I can't consider as a unique information. Let's select these two and I'm almost there. Okay, yeah, cool. Click on save, continue. Okay. Now come back to the data loader, click on update. The second operation is update. Click on the lead, same object, click on browse. Now I have the success file which is updated at 9:35 a.m. Click on that, click on new. Oh, there is some empty column. I'd like to go yes. Cool. Okay. So this is the file. Now I'm going to choose existing map where I have saved it. Yeah, Tana list to the existing system. I just used that. still earlier we haven't mapped the ID. That's the reason it's not mapped from the existing map. Now I'm going to read the current map. I'm modifying the current map. Okay, I'm just simply using the mapping only the ID field, because other ID field, other company and other stuff is modified automatically with our current existing map. Now the ID field in the system is mapped to the ID field in the application, in the Excel sheet, CSV file. So you can only use the CSV files, not the XLS files. Both you can access in your Microsoft Excel, but CSV is a comma separated extension. You can only use that extension. So that extension will be supported by any system in the Linux or Mac or Windows. Any system will support. All systems will support that extension. Click on next. Click on finish. Yes. Now the update operation is going to be done on our system. Let's go back to the application. Now we have 44 system successful updates. Okay. Go back to the application and click on leads. Click on the leads and click on go. Now I see the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in their names. I'm expecting it. Okay, cool. Click on save. Now I see 0, 100, 9, 11, 110, 110, because it's ordered by the name actually. Do you see? You know the format of formatting, right? So here it's not formatting Tana 1, 2, 3, 4. Tana 2 is greater than all these values, because it's sorted by the field values. So first field T, all are T, so the reason it's not formatting that way. A, all are A's, it's formatting that way. After that one, all the ones will keep in the first option. After that we'll check whether there is the next step is there's no letter here. This is less than all the letters. Later on 0, all zeros came here. Later on 1s, like this it's operated. If you modify created by created date, it can even still, yeah. There is milliseconds gap, but still it's sorted by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the records are here. My system. The thing what I updated in the second time is just adding the number to the name. Earlier it's only TNA. Okay. Now the leads are in my system. I can do mass conversion, mass assignment, mass changing of ownership. I can do anything as a system admin, even though the marketing user or sales user, corporate user can do that operations. Okay. Okay, click on OK. And let's work on the offset operations, delete operations in the other organization. And clicking on settings. Let's click on logout here. This is the option logout here. I'm looking for this. So click on logout, and again, logout, exit. So the same options are there even in your Windows system also. That's the Apex data loader, and it looks most of the same. Okay, now I'm going to work on the different organization. Okay, coming back to our system. Now I'm getting the organization code for demo. .com. There are many codes here. So pick the recent security token coming from that. So here is the recent security token, okay, and copy this code and come back here, paste. The password is G@1234, and I'm going to copy the token now. So this is the organization where you have access to. where we all have access to. Okay, click on login. And coming back to the system, this is the organization now I log in into. Now, click on allow. Now I'm going to use, for importing the system, for importing the records, I'm going to use the data widget. The data widget, online data widget, which is available here. So open in, new tab. The same operation I'm doing for insert from the online data widget. So this is the tool, online tool. Click on data management, click on import data widget. Okay. This is the online tool where if you can start launch widget. Okay. This is really simple tool, easy to use tool. But the better way, if you are a code developer, the better way is that only you can even get the log files, everything perfectly. Okay. So now I'm going to import the information for my foodies object. Go to the foodie object. What are the required fields? Just click in new simple Excel sheet. Create new. Okay. What are the field names? Foodie name is required. Phone number, phone, and email. Interests. So actually, the value of interest should be is generally a multiplicity value. So if you are selecting multiplicity values, you should see the expected result. So this is the expected result, right? So okay, this is the expected result. So just keep selecting the same value. Now go back to the system. Okay, it's called interests. And later on, location is not required, country is not required, city. Yeah. Cool. Now I'm doing fully one. Okay. So what I will do, I'm going to insert only 20 records into the system. Okay. And numbers. Okay. I'm going to insert again 20 records in the system. This is not 20, it's 19 records. So let's do one more thing. 20, okay, 20 records. And email, okay, at ermplots.com, okay. So this is my email server. Oh my God. 20 fully emails, okay, the same email. Or else you can editing is a big option for the email fields because clicking on this it's considering as now I'm trying to copy what happens now. Okay, now select this. Yes, this is fine. Okay, and now I'm even copying down the interests also for all these people. Okay. So there are many other values, but I have chosen only these. Okay. And city, I'll consider it as it's for all. Oh, yes. Okay. Now I'm saving the record. Yes. Foodie. Yes. Foodie 200 demo. Okay. Data loading, click on save. Oh, this is saved as XLS format. It won't work for us. Click on save it. Seriously, comma separated value. Okay, and I'm clicking on save. Now this is saved perfectly, and now I'm using the data widget now. This is the different view. This is the different option to load data. Earlier I have shown you the data loader. Now select the custom object called foodie. So generally you might you might not load data into the generally production organization. Sometimes your product manager might ask you to load data into your test organizations like QA to test the data, how it's working, the workflows are working. This is my foodies object here. Yeah, it's here. Okay, select the foodies object. Good job. Okay, and after the next step is inserting new records into the system. There are three options for us here in the data widget: new, update, add new on existing. This is upset. Upset operation will work for both the records. Okay, click on. Let's go with upset only because you might not know whether this is an insert or update. In this case, you just go to click on upset. Match by Salesforce name because we have only name field here. Okay, right? So there's my ID field name. I'm going to match whether if the same name is there in the system, it's going to update. If the different name is there, it's going to insert into the system. So trigger workflow rules on this or not. I'm not checking this. Okay. If I'm checking this, the emails will be thrown out. So that will be a big problem. There are 20 emails. So the email address which I've given is a wrong email address again. Okay. I'm not giving that option here. And click on drag and drop the file here. Drag the files here. And even you can load the data, upload the data also, but where's the foodie object loading? Okay, this is the CSV file. So the XLS file we have the image, but CSV file don't have even the image also. Just drag and drop on this. So the data is now mapped here. This is good to go. The checkbox option will show that the encoding is perfect and it's there is no problem with the encoding and formatting thing. Okay, click on next. It's loading the database. Okay, and now these are the files available in the system. Okay, these are the these are the fields available in the system. These are the fields available in the Excel sheet. Column names available in the Excel sheet. Yeah, this is automatically mapped perfectly, and it's automatically mapped. I have not done anything. So if the name is completely different, it won't map. You have to change. For suppose if it is badly mapped, you can click on change and you can see. You can pick the exact name, but there are specific names it automatically mapped. And so this is how our example will work. This is the example data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This data will go into the system. Click on next. So we have unspecified column of the owner, but you have mapped to the owner field. So what you have not specified, you have specified that a column will contain the name of the owner. Okay. Here is the field. Go to the previous tab. enclosure. Okay. So okay, okay, which user field in your, no, I'm giving none here because this is really mistaken. Okay, what we did is which user field in your file designates record owners. Okay, so in the Excel sheet, if you want to give the owner information also, if you give owner ID. Okay, owner ID means the Salesforce user who is uploading, who is the owner of that particular record. I don't have that currently. So if I'm not giving anything, the owner will be the current who is uploading the data. If there's a owner, it will map to that guy. I'm giving none here. Okay, click on next. Also, I have to again drag and drop the same file here. Click on next. Cool. Click on perfectly mapped. Click on next. I'm expecting the import project will happen now. So 6 mapping done. Unmapped fields. Okay. Yeah, start import. Now it's not yet imported. Click on okay. Yeah. So this is the batch job happening now. It will show the things happening here. So this is the previous result. Okay. And also this is the current result here. View request. Oh, I'll go on to it's opening a CSV file again. So this is the request what we are passing down to the system. Okay. Owner ID, the current user. My user writes a map automatically. This is the request is going back to the system. So if you have user ID field, right, you can just map there. I can map to size as a owner of this stuff, but I haven't mapped that's the reason. So owner ID is a record ID in the system, right? User ID. Don't save. And close this file also. Don't save. Don't save. Okay. It is our system. Now go to free object. Load. Now the batch job is done. Commit is 1. 5% progress. Records process is 20. Okay. Everything is done perfectly. Let's go back. It will show the milliseconds. Okay. 888 milliseconds. Less than a second. It's done at 0.8 seconds. Let's go back to the free object. Click on the object and click on today. I'm going to create today for this. Click on create new view. Create today for this. All select created date equal to created date equal to today. What are the important fields? What you want to show there? I have given this interest, phone number. That's it, right? That's it. We have given there. Yeah, visible to all users. Click on save. So generally, I think the today function is good. No, okay, cool. Same way, you have tomorrow function. You have yesterday's function. Okay. You can directly use that. That is a custom list view. If you want to see only today record, there's no need to give date. For suppose if you give a date there, right? What is the today date? 20th July. Again, if you go tomorrow and you search the same view, right? What happens? It will show yesterday's record. It's not that perfect, right? So you have to give the for checking the records of today. Automatically, you have to give simply today. It automatically puts the date of today's date and it will map there. Okay. It shows all the records, 20 records which I will set at 20, 1, 2. So sort by insert date, created date. So 1, 2, 3 records are here. Now let's work on something. I want to remove some records in the system, like we have done update is fine. We have done upset is we have done currently upset, right? That's working good. Let's do one more upset statement. So when you are doing update, right, when you map this perfect some new field, it will replace the old values. It will consider the uniqueness of the. Let's do that operation now. Okay, let's do the unique upset thing now, which will work for us. Come back to the Excel sheet. You have to modify now. File, click on open. So I'm opening the current record. Okay. So now I want to insert records. Okay. Now we have 30 records in the system. The same records okay. Click on save. Continue. Now I will use my data loader. Okay. Anything is fine for me, but let's use data loader. Click on next. Go to Foodie object. Click on EF. Oh, it's not case. It's not working. Why? But just go to the Foodie object. Click on browse and select the. Okay. Click on next. Oh, sorry. I think I have to do insert, right? Sorry for that. I have to do upset. Go to EF for the object EF. I've mistaken. I have given insert. We have 30 records in the system to upset. What happens upset? We already have 20 records, same records here. The new 10 records we are going to do insert. The old 20 records we are going to give. Oh, okay. I want to cancel again. Why is to show you the identification? Okay. For suppose I'm modifying to Kansas, because so this record needs to be updated from 16th record to needs to be updated, right? So all the new records belongs to Kansas state. Okay, this is what I'm doing. The 5 records in the previous insert will be updated. The 10 records from the today will be inserted with the new state. You can easy to identify. Okay, easy to identify. And even the phone number I will modify as only for these people. Instead of people. Now click on save. Go back again. Click on upset. Same operation. Come back. So this is for identification, for classifying the updated and updated records. Select the things to update file. Click on OK. Click on. So what is the matching field? Okay. So work 9. Okay. For matching. So no external ID fields. The external ID field will be for fields. So generally, if the field have external ID, it will be showing here. So I will show you. So you can make email field as external ID. You can make a text field as external ID. I don't know why it's not showing the name field here. I'm considering name is I want to make name is as for identifying whether it's a inserted or update operation. But see, it's not identifying that. Let's do the operation here. So if you have the ID, if that is in the system, it will update. If it is not in the system, it will upset. That's what this operation will work on. But I want to do the same operation from the application. It's not showing the name field. Some problem. These both are not in sync. Okay. Click on data widget. It's already there here. Okay. Click on start. Select the fully object. Foodies. Upset. This is upset operation. Okay. Name, match by name. So this option is not shown there. So that's the reason I'm coming back here. So none. The user none. Okay. And I don't want to trigger any action. If I do this right, the emails will go off to all the people, all 30 people which I'm upsetting now. And coming back to the system, I want to drag and drop this. Oh my God. I have to pull to this particular area. Click on next, loading. Click on this is fine for me. This mapping is fine for me. And click on next. And now there are 6 fields perfectly. I'm starting code. Okay. Okay. It's done. 30 records are processed. Okay. And if you see the view result, I'm getting a new Excel file that will show you the things happened. Created success. See, created equal to false for these records, for the first 20 records. Okay. Created equal to first 20 records. Created equal to true for the last 10 records. This is option will show you whether this is insert or update. This is updated. This is inserted. Okay. Let's go back to the system, to the foodies object, and check how it's going. Click on go. I want to show all 30 records. I want to get the view first to map the created date also, to show you how the created date, created by, and created date also. Click on save. This will add this following 2 fields here, and yeah, now this is perfectly mapped. For the 29 to 30 record is somewhat here and there, okay, but no problem. But if you come here, 69 record is updated. Earlier it's 16 to 20 also, it's SF only, that's updated, and the record information is also updated. And I want to show you the created date of these 2 records. 16th record is created on the same day but different timing. If you see, created date equal to 28/9/52, the updated is 10/2. Okay. So, but coming to the 23rd record, it's 10/2. This is also the same thing. The previous record is updated. That's the reason you see different dates. Okay. And the data information, what I'm applying, it's really same here. This is how you can upset. Upset is perfectly done. So somehow you cannot do the name fields here, but if you make any external fields available, so if you make in the object, you can make some fields as external fields like email field or some text field like this. If you have done that, that will appear in your data loader. Otherwise, it won't appear. Okay. But this application, this import widget is showing even the name field also as a unique identifier, as an external field. Let's come back. The same way, import widget, there are some export widgets also. Sorry, so you can export data as I showed you. Scheduled export, you can do it right. Now, after the operation in the previous class, now let's work on exporting some object records in from the system. Click on cancel. So we are done till here. Insert, update, and upset. Delete operation, I want to do delete operation now. Okay, on the same for the object. Browse for the So for delete operation, you don't need anything. You just need IDs. Okay. For IDs, how to get the IDs from the system? Can you tell me some way to get the IDs? You generally copy one by one, or so you have 30 records now in the system. I want out of 30, I want 10 records, the last 10 records. Okay. So there is other option for us, as we don't have IDs or success files, error files here, because we have not uploaded from the data loader. If you have uploaded from data loader, you have success files. You can copy that file and you can see all the IDs there, but it's not done. We have done from import feature which don't have any logs for this. What you do is you just click on cancel. I'm not going to do delete now. I want to do export. This export will export the data what you want to export. Now click on select for the object. Click on, so here is the target file. What I want to do, like browse in the documents only. I'm doing for this exported. Click on save. This is my production folder. Click on next. What do you want? Do you want all the fields? Select all. Okay. Everything will be selected. But for the data operation, you just need only ID. But even though I can use all the files, but the basic requirement is ID. Okay. Only ID is needed for delete operation, but I want to export all. Click on finish. You can use some filters also here. This is how to add the filter condition. I can say add condition. Oh, sorry. I can say booking country, because every country, all the records belong to the same country. And booking country operation equals to 1 second. Booking country equals to US. Okay. Add condition. If you click on add condition, this will be added here. This is a SOQL query. Okay, you are adding dynamically. See, now we tried it. Where booking underscore country equal to US. Click on finish. Yes. Okay, no problem. So generally we insert the data in as US, right? But the US field is not available in the US because I thought it's a text field. It's not there, only USA is there. Okay. I don't know why this is not working. So it's just simply a recommendation. Anyway, I'm going to get the query results with all the 30 records. Yeah, we have 30 successful extractions. Click on view extraction. Here it is. And even we have one more extraction file. Okay, you can even see this file also. You can copy this file also. Close this somewhere. Okay, now I'm going back to my documents folder and see put this exported data. Open this file. This is the exported record. This is the information available in the system. So I just imported very less information. This is the record ID of the foodie object. This is the record ID of the owner who inserted this record. Everything is mine. If you see, everything is mine. If you copy this particular record and if you go back to the system and if you paste here and if you click on insert, enter, you can see the information of the person who inserted the record. Okay, and back is deleted equal to false because this is not the deleted record from the database. This is perfect live record. Name, record type. So by the default record type is, I think somehow it's mapping to I think old foodie or new foodie, which is available to me, which is having accessible to me. Okay, because I have only one access. So for suppose if you are trying to insert the records for the object which is having record types, then you need to be very careful because in my case I have only access to one. I think old guys are big. There's two type of record types: old foodie or new foodie. Old foodie or young foodie. Okay, I think I have only access to one. That's the reason it's showing only one. What if we have if I have access to 3 record types, I need to do the record type ID perfectly when you are importing the record into the system. Okay, that error is, means if you will receive that error when you are trying to insert the record with record types. Just go to the record IDs, just get it, and you will be knowing the record ID. Okay, so this record IDs will be there on the record ID object. There is a separate object for that. You can get IDs of this also. And date also in all the time zone. It will be there. The time information, which time zone and which seconds also it will be there. Completely with date also. And created by. This is also ID of the user. Created by. And if someone has modified the system record, you can even see the person who modified the record also, at what time he modified and who modified it also. So modified by ID also it will be there here. I'm the only one who modified the system I'm showing here. If someone modified from the system, which have given access to all the people in the training, then you guys also can modify, and I can see your ID here. System stamp. That's some different. Okay, and email, everything is fine. And coming back to our system, now we are going to delete some record from the system, right? Select the data loader, click on delete. I want to delete some 5 record from the database. That is around 10 to 15. Okay. Select the footy. If you want to remove 10 to 15 record types, have to go back to the Excel sheet. Okay. Oh no, I don't have. It's not handled by this. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's do the record creation. Remove this particular 5 records. Okay. Copy. Click on or else Control C. Click on New. Control V. Okay. Same record is getting copied, and what happened? I have removed all the data except this 5 columns, these 5 columns. Okay. This is having 3, 13, 10, 16, 26. Okay. Now I'm clicking on save. Food is getting deleted. Okay. Click on save. And oh my god, I have saved as XLS file. Save as CSV file. Click on save and come back to the system. Click on continue and come back to the data loader. Click on select for the object. Click on browse the file which you want to upload. Okay. This is the file which I'm going to update. And so delete. Use for date operation. Okay. Click on OK. Click on. There is no map. There is no need to map or everything, because for date operation, what I have selected is it like choose clicking map. This ID is required. See, for data operation, it's not showing anything. It's showing only the ID of ID field. These are the fields available for us to map, but I'm only mapping the ID field. Copy, paste here. Okay. Now the ID field is mapped. Click on OK. Remember, what are we deleting? Click on next. Click on finish. You will get the success and error files also in the same way. See, when this number of records allows to is limited, this action you are about to take may cause irreversible data loss and accessing the new recycle bin. Are you sure you want to delete? Because there is a limit for the recycle bin. If we are already deleted around 1 lakh records, if you're deleting now, it's showing that there's a limit. If that is exceeding, some data will not be reversible. Okay, if the data right? So that's what it's saying. I'm okay for that. Click on OK. Yeah, 5 successful deletes. Go back to the system. Go back to the Excel sheet also. The record status updated is 3/13/10/16.6. Go back to the system and click on for this. All go. Okay. So the 3 record, you don't see 3 record here. 10 record is not there. 16 record is not there. And even 26 record also not there. That's what happened. 13 also not there. See, 12, 14 directly. These records are deleted into the database. Okay, just go to click on Home tab. So these are available here. Yeah, these records are here. I'm just removing the records here. These 5 records I'm rolling back again. Okay, I want to use hot delete now. Okay, hot delete will not even keep this here also. It will delete directly from the system. I'm clicking on undelete. What it will do is it will roll back changes. Okay, come here, click on refresh. Now the records will be here back again in the database. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 26 also. And now come back to the database. Click on OK. Click on hot delete. Click on for the object. See, you need the bulk hot delete replay user requirement to delete the data. Okay, I think the permission is not there for me. So generally this permission is not available to all the users. Even though system admin also sometimes will disable this option to even for him also. Bulk delete operation. So go back to the user. Users or profiles. You may contain the settings here anywhere. Okay. I'm going to click on edit blankets record. Go to system admin. URST. Okay, in the next cycle. Okay. Click on next. System administrator. And click on I think yeah, permissions. I think the data which is shown system permissions or system permissions it seems. So hot delete option is not enabled here. Okay. So if you want to do that, I want to click on clone, same profile, super administrator. I will create one more profile called super administrator. Okay. Because even system also don't have that permission. Click on save. I'm cloning the system admin, so that's the reason I get every profile. Okay. So the profile name is already in use. Awesome. Who is administrator? Super user 2. Okay. Click on save. This will run. In Salesforce created the super user profile also. I don't know. Okay. Let's assign users, I assign this user to me. Okay, so not assign users. I'll go back to the user profile, click on account minutes. So as I'm logged in as me, right, I can't do this operation. I have to log in as some different guy. I don't know whether I can do this operation now also. Let's log in as other system administrator. Custom Sai system administrator now. Now I'm logged in as Sai. Oh, this guy is in Chinese. So I have to log out again. I can't do any operation with this guy. Go back. I have to modify Sai's record now and change his language first. I have done this in the previous class. And click on this, click on save. Now this guy is perfectly available now, so I can log in as the system admin. I'm logged in as system admin now. Going back to Venkat's profile. All system administrators, okay. All active users is fine, right? Okay. Yeah. So click on edit. I'm clicking on super system admin 2. Okay. Click on save. Someone already created super administrator. Okay. Now it's done. Now I'm logging out of my system. After I come out, have everything permission to. I click on myself first. Click on refresh. See, I'm super administrator now because I can't modify my settings. So I have to log in as some user and I have to do that. So now come back here and click on Foodie object. Click on cancel first. Click on hot delete. Still it's not refreshed. Okay. Let's try this operation. The message is showing. Okay. Oh, I have not done that permission again. Still, I just cloned it. I have not done that permission. System permissions. Click on that. Click on edit. Click on give this permission. Click on save. Now I have the permission now. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Click on Foodie object. Click on things to update because I'm selecting the same file which I've selected earlier to hot delete now. Okay. Click on next. Click on file records. Hot deleting. Now, if I delete the record, it should sit in the general delete. It should sit in the recycle bin. But I'm now doing a hot delete operation which won't allow to sit in the recycle bin also. Click on OK. Choose existing. I don't have existing map for that. Simply drag and drop the ID field. Only the delete operation only needs ID to be deleted from the database. Click on OK. Click on next. Understand. So you are about to delete. You are about to permanently delete the data. This cannot be undone, and the records will be not be available in your recycle bin also. Yeah, I understood. Click on finish. The same operation message. Okay. File records successfully hot deleted from the system. View success files. Yeah, these are the file records happen. Now you can't see the record with Foodie 3 record 13, 10, 6, and 26. Come back to the system and open the Foodie object. Click on refresh. This record is deleted. Okay, and click on go. Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 9, 11, 12, 14, and 24, 25, 27. 26 is not there. 16 is not there. 13 is not there. 10 is not there. Okay, and come back to the recycle bin. You won't even see this. that records. They are directly removed from the database. You're not even from the signals, it's hot deleted from the system. And this operation is clear. And export, we have already done that export for free object. Export or is also the same, not a similar thing, but you can export all the data, even the recycling bin data also. Okay. So let's select free object, which you don't have. So this is not having any special thing generally. Let me go with export only. Okay. The same way you can select all the data. I think it will even pick the recycling data also. Okay. And we are now done with Lexi Loader. So one important thing is there is a settings option. Okay. Just select the settings here. When you are working on the production organizations, you have to use login.salesforce.com. When you are working on sandboxes, QA environments, which is again the sandbox, full copy, sandbox, everything, you have to use login.salesforce.com. Sorry, test.salesforce.com. You have to replace here test.salesforce.com. Okay. This is important thing, and you can even give the timeout sessions. How much time this request should wait, how much time the system should wait for updating the data and all this stuff. Okay. And even the date format, use bulk API or not. Okay. Simple options. Some people might be using some proxy host to do these things. In that cases, you have to use the operation as well. You can use the proxy host and password everything. Okay. To pass your request from this proxy server. And so, for suppose this, if you check this option, if there is a blank value, it should insert null values. Okay. System. This is the main option. The other option you don't change. The batch size to currently 2000 means that a single update to update 2000 records at once. And this is important thing. So please log in with test.salesforce.com for sandbox. This is the only main option you're going to do. Source. Okay. Save. Yeah, that's it, and we are done. So just practice these simple examples of insert, update, outside from your in your personal organization. So insert don't need any information. You just need to input only the required fields in the system. You don't need IDs also. For update, you want the IDs. Okay, ID is required for updates because you know which field you want to update. That first of all you export the information from the system, and you see. So this is the ID, and I want the update information. This is the new value for this particular record. This is the new value for the particular record. You save this file and you just update with this. Upset. So choose one unique like ID is the field for just checking. When you're doing from data loader, but when you're doing it from this, you can even use the name field also as a unique field to map as a unique field to consider that as a unique field, and to choose based on that field, it will consider that is the new field as an existing field. If it is a new field, it inserts new record. If it is the same field, same name is already existing, it will update the existing record with the new information in our Excel sheet. Okay. Read operation need only IDs. Audit also need only IDs. Export need not need anything. Just need the target file where you want to export. And every file you can even set the target file for results. Okay, results and success and errors. You can put the target file. But currently my target is documents. Okay, close. Yeah, and coming back to the setup again. Do you have any questions on this till now? On the data loading part, same way you do have import widget. That's a friend. We have already used it. There's export widget also. Data export widget. Data export is not a widget actually. This is simply doing the export on a scheduled basis. We can export now So we have that 5 MB data. So when you are scheduling some export now, that day I have clicked on it. That is available now. And I have one more scheduled export, okay, which will run at particular point of time and it will create the file and it will keep it here. If I click on download, this file will be having 47 MB of data, which is having attachments, everything. If you open this file, so it's downloading 47 MB. So everything it will wrap in one simple zip file until it will give the link to you here like this. I only click on export now. That's what it's done. And there's other scheduled export option where you can schedule the export every week, every month morning. That's what I have done. I think I have got the scheduled export on every month first, something like that. Yeah. So this is useful for backing up the data. Okay. This is exporting all the information. Okay. And there is a simple option to you to unselect attachments and documents. Okay. If you select that, the size will be way less than compared to this because the records data will be less, right? Storage usage, you can check this, must transfer, must delete records. It's useful for transfer the records. I already explained you on this case. We already gone through everything here in the previous class. Now let's go to mobile administration. Okay. I will ask everyone to create. I install 2 apps in your mobiles, whether it's Android or iPhone or any other phone, BlackBerry, or I think you don't know Windows. They may launch, but I think till now they haven't launched it. They don't consider that as a very good market to do. I don't know. If you go to mobile, Salesforce 1 is the new app where you see all new features there. Coming to the Salesforce Classic, it's like a tab. So you see banking applications with transfer, all this stuff. That type of simple icons will be there. Click on the icons to see the accounts, contacts, all this stuff. You can update the records. All this, that's a simple thing. It's not the very super. It's really super application before 1 or 2 years. Now, Salesforce 1 have very much better UI schemes and templates. Not templates, UI features are really good, and even it's really shows the live data, all the data in the system, and you can even do the custom branding also. So how you do custom branding? You can generally keep the colors. You can give the branding also of the application, background color. What is the loading page? When you are opening the page, what is the loading page color? And the logo. If you want to insert some logo of your company on the loading page, that image, publisher logo. Publisher logo is like this option will show you on the app. Okay. So this red color, brand color. It will reflect in all the application headers, left bar, or everything. Okay. You can choose your current company's colors branding, and you can use the same thing in the application also. In settings, it's already enabled. There's only one option for us here. The option is only for the enable. So when you are developing an application, very new application, Salesforce, the same application you can see in your mobile also. Let's try opening your mobile and install the app. Log in with the credentials which I have given to you, like your email.training and your password. You can now access the Foodies object. You can now create a Foodies record from your mobile. So you can now access the Foodies records created by other people. Again, all the security things will follow up. What all the records have accessible to you will be only seen to you. Okay. If you don't have access somewhere with the private sharing model or fill security, you cannot even see that fields also. The same applies to here also. Okay. Coming to Salesforce Mobile Classic, this is earlier the Salesforce developers have to create configurations. What is the configuration? I have explained you the delegated administration earlier. It's the similar way. You are going to give how much data this guy has going to access. What is the MB of data? How many records you can access? Everything. Okay. Let's create mobiles. I open some configuration here. So this is like outdated, not that great. There's nothing too much. Not updated means. Yeah. not created by me. Yeah. So this is a simple configuration. So this configuration I can attach to any user. Okay. This also is available in your user profile, in your user document, in your user record. There is an option for you to map any mobile configuration. If I map this mobile configuration, this guy, for suppose if I mapped, oh, profile is getting opened. Yeah, this is our file. These are attachments. Okay, all the attachments in the system. So someone attaches all these documents. Okay, my users and contents. So this is all the data models which I have uploaded in the system. You can even see all this stuff in our charter. The charter designs, MVC architecture. What is the MVC architecture? All this stuff. Okay, cool. So and documents. These application logos. What you are going to see. Okay. Right. Yeah, we have uploaded this too. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, here if you see, there are a lot of data. Okay. All these object records are here. The account data and every data. Okay. Of all the object data records, you can access it from here. There are very lot of. There are many files. Okay. All are in CSV format. Because CSV format will store you will be stored at less space, and it won't take more space also, and it's more flexible. It will be even supported by all the applications, even Unix systems also. Okay. That is the most standard business applications will use CSV format. The XLS is only for UI purposes. Okay. So let's close this. And now I'm going to explain about the mobile app configurations. So this mobile app configuration have data limit of 2 MB and maximum number of recent items it will show on the screen is 25 items. 25 it will show up to 25 items. For suppose if you're using mobile applications, the recent items, if it is you are reading more than 25 records, it will only show up to 25 records. The older one will be removed from the queue, from the stack of that. This is active mobile app configuration. So there's an option to mobilize follow records. This option is available to follow some records in the system from your mobile. And this configuration is available only to one user called this person, and this person have access to account, contact, all records. Maximum records is only 40. There is a limit I kept because in your mobile, this is a really small screen. Okay. So you can only see, I have kept some limit, but you can even remove the limits also. And the order by is account number, ascending order, and email ascending order. So the order of display is this. Okay. For contact, it's email. And if you see, I have removed some of the records fields able to what this guy can access from the mobile. I have removed a lot of fields. So these are only fields excluded from the account operation. He cannot. So I have removed 8 operations from the account. Okay. He can only create the records. He can only view the record. These are the main operations people generally do in mobile, right? When you are traveling, if there is a customer, you generally create an account. You are going to use existing accounts. If you're going to delete and edit, you can do in your browser. That's what I've done here. I have blocked these 2 actions, and I've excluded this lot of other unuseful fields also. So if I'm putting unuseful data, you have to scroll a lot. You have to navigate a lot in multiple screens. That's what I've done it. And even the same information, same thing I have done it here. Important fields like email, phone number, that's what I have kept, and the remaining fields I have removed it. Okay, and the mobile tabs available in the system is accounts, contacts, dashboards, and reports. If this guy is accessing the mobile classic application in mobile, he can easily see this type of settings there. For support, I can even click on clone. The same thing, I am cloning it. I can add to one more user, 2 to 3 users here. These are the users available without configuration. That is showing, because there are a lot of other users also which is available, but they are assigned to some other user configurations. Data link I can submit as 10 MB as the limit of data sync. Same name exists. Click on save. And recent items I can even keep more than like 100 or 1000 also. Okay, 100. 200. Okay, 200 is the maximum thing. Click on save. It will store up to that, which are recently opened from his mobile. And now everything is fine. So, and these two people will have access of this mobile app configuration. Okay. One more setting is required in the user profile, whether he is a mobile user or not. If he is a mobile user only, he can able to be assigned to this mobile configuration. Otherwise, you cannot do it. Okay, that option should be enabled first. Later on, you should assign this mobile app configuration and attach to this user. Okay. Yeah. And if you click on users and devices, you can see who all are using it and when they have logged in, all this stuff. So Murli is using this device ID Android from his mobile this date. Date of registration is March. Bharti is also using it, but we have created the user, but she's not using it. Okay. And settings here, I can enable and disable some settings. Already enabled. Yeah. So I'm permanently linking the user to the mobile device. So that's what the data is showing here, users and devices. Okay. And mobile dashboards, it's already enabled. This feature is already enabled, where they can even access dashboards in their it's iPad application from the users. You can even simply install this dashboards, mobile dashboards iPad app, and you can use it. If you are not enabled, all the organized users cannot use this application. So this is required to use that application. Just select it. If you want to use it, just open your iPad and put down your credentials. You can even access the mobile dashboards available for you. Okay. Again, this database access I have to give it to you. Even dashboard access also. And coming back to the desktop administration, there are a lot of desktop applications like Outlook integrations, offline briefcase app, and Charter Desktop. This is the Charter Desktop what I'm currently using for simply using of Charter. I can see all the updates directly from here. Okay, all the files I can directly view from here. Okay, and I can even write some post mention. I can even see who all mentioning me. Okay, this is the actual feed of my. This is the people who are mentioning me. This is like messages. I can message directly to anyone, chat with anyone. This is directly messages like emails, send out messages. These are groups. Okay, active, I can view all the groups. And this is recent view items. Okay. And Outlook configurations. So generally, some people, the business sales people integrate their Outlook, my MS Outlook to Salesforce to integrate their contacts, leads, everything. For suppose you want to email to a lead. So for suppose we had a call with a lead called Santosh. He needs some presentation about our products. Okay, he needs some demo about our products. He needs some video. What you generally do, you have all the links ready. You have to generally go to Salesforce Administration. You have to get his email address. You have to copy that, and you have to go to Outlook email. You have to open it, and you have to copy that. Why not? So generally, enterprises, so they have to do a lot of things daily. These type of things. Okay, to reduce the work, right? Salesforce have given this plugin where you can install this plugin in your Outlook, Salesforce for Outlook. You can install plugins for Salesforce, and you can connect. You can add your user there with your username, password, and security token. Well, later on, what happens when you want to send it to some call Santosh, just go to create a new email, simply new email in your Outlook, and you can simply write Santosh. It will automatically show all the names with Santosh email address. Based on the company name, you can identify that person. You can insert the email ID there. Same way, we have a lot of contacts in your Outlook. You can sync this contacts to your Salesforce, and you can sync from the new contacts from Salesforce to Outlook also. So this is the configuration which I've created. This is a two-way sync. I just created. Okay. So you can also create new one. So you can see all the options now. I won't show that to you. I'm not going to create any one. This is the sync name, active or deactive. I can assign the sync to some users, because if I'm assigning the complete level of sync to the basic user where you can get all the data of even all the leads. But suppose there is a person in Hyderabad sales user, so I give the sync of all the application to this guy. This guy email Outlook will be having email address of all the US contacts also. That's not required. Okay? I can create separate email sync options for different users. Okay, like this I can assign to multiple users. Here is the option. Based on his requirement, I can give two-way sync or one-way sync. What are the things what he needs to sync? Only the contacts or leads or events, everything. I can select the options here. Okay. So side panel is enabled. If I click on the side panel, it's enabled there. Add email. You can add email directly from your Outlook to the Salesforce. You can create case also for suppose there is some guy, your customer directly email you saying, hey, I have a problem with my product, but you're not the support guy, you're the sales guy. You can't fix this. You have less time because you have to talk to a lot of customers. Simply just create a case directly from your Salesforce system and pass on to this case team. Okay. Choose the existing case destination. You can even assign to a team also by selecting some options. I haven't created any case distinctions or teams here. Create new case team. Active, okay, and take me to the next page. So I can automatically assign to some email address, or I can also assign to some support team. Okay, routing name, cases from email. Or suppose some guys will send emails to the sales@rate of yearinput.com. So for suppose they have some issue, we are contacting them on sales email. And they have issue, they directly replied to the sales email. So that's what I'm doing it. Cases from the sales email. Okay, accept emails from all. If I'm giving anything, it access for all. So I can assign some user case owner to one guy, or case POT high, because this is email case from email. It's coming from email, from Outlook. I'm doing that. It access from all. Now that is attached to here. Yeah. This is what it's asking. And the contact sync. I'm saying it's sync in both the ways. Don't sync means it won't sync. I can do some options for some users. So Salesforce to Outlook, one-way sync. Sync on the both ways. You can sync contacts from. Generally give Salesforce from Outlook. Okay, because Salesforce data is having the perfect data, right? It's a really enterprise data. For example, if you have mistakenly given wrong email address, you're going to overwrite. Okay, when you're giving Outlook to Salesforce, you're going to overwrite the Salesforce database sometimes. Okay? But when you're doing both the ways, it will ask you which is the upper hand. So, for suppose there is a different information in both the systems, which you need to consider. This is the option for you. Salesforce always wins because Salesforce is the good data. That's what I am all. Because if there's the information exactly how I can say is there is the same information. There is the CEO of some company name called HTC.com. Okay, CEO of HTC have some different email address in my Salesforce system and have the different email address in Outlook system. What it will do is it will, when I'm selecting Salesforce always wins, it will overwrite the Salesforce data. It will overwrite the data in Outlook by the exact data available in Salesforce because Salesforce is a really good data. But if I put Outlook always wins, the Outlook data is you're giving more priority to the Outlook data, and you're going to update the Salesforce data with this. The sync happens in that way. But I want to give in Salesforce always wins. Think both the ways, and you can even use mapping also here. And allow users to modify whether object is obvious sync direction of behavior. Okay. So if I give this option, there is a button especially for them to do the sync direction. They can manually click on this and they can allow. Okay. This operation and the other thing is event sync. For suppose there are some events in the system, trainings or meetings and conferences, and they start from one time to one time. So all this time should sit in your calendar, Outlook calendar also. You can do that also. Okay, sync both the ways. Salesforce always wins. This is the best option with more data syncing. Okay, if you're doing only Salesforce to Outlook, only one-way sync. It happens. Okay. And coming to the tasks, same way. So you can put on your own tasks. Your priorities to do what you have to do today. All the things you can sync, two-way sync. This is one way, Outlook to Salesforce, Salesforce to Outlook. Don't sync at all. This is the default option. Sync both the ways. Salesforce always wins. Here I can do Outlook to Salesforce, where Outlook things are getting updated into the Salesforce system. And add some advanced settings. So you can set the maximum size of the log file you need to maintain and all this stuff. Okay. Maximum retries, how many times you can retry to update the information, everything. You can set some value here. Okay, that depends on your application data and access. Okay. I want to save this. So this is the configuration, simple Outlook configuration you created. So if you are using this configuration, so I can assign to some users. Okay. So that the people are trying to access the Outlook app. So the data, what all the settings what you have given here, it will be applied to this guy, and he can use contacts in both the ways. Salesforce, which is always winning, events both the ways, and tasks, Outlook to Salesforce settings. And briefcase is something like it's like offline application. For suppose if you guys are traveling to remote locations where you don't have internet access, you load all the data into your briefcase application. So it's offline. It's available for Windows also. Generally, you can sync all the data of all the accounts, contacts, which are really required. Sales people always require accounts, contacts, leads, right? These three objects they will sync and even opportunities also, and they will go back to remote place for 5 days. For suppose there is no internet connection, you can use the offline data. They can even update the data also, but the updation will happen only when you sync back to data. When you after coming back home, you can connect to internet and you can sync the things. You can sync the new records into the system. You can sync the updated values also into the system. Okay. This is offline data, offline access. Okay. On Charter desktop, this is what I showed you. This is the same. Okay. Email administration. So when you are sending a lot of emails to the people, you have to even accept some emails from the systems, other people also, right? By receiving email, you are not simply accepting the emails. You are also updating the records in the system. You're going to control everything from here. Email deliverability is the option. Whenever you are doing some testing, you generally disable this stuff. For suppose, when you are sending an email alerts you when you are testing the application, if you are inserting 5,000 records, real data into the system to test your data, testing, right? It's not a real thing. In that cases, you are throwing out a lot of emails. If you want to block it, you just click simple no access. If you are clicking no access means, even though you are creating new records and you are trying sending out new emails, it won't send. Okay, that's deliverability settings from Salesforce to other email servers and organization-wide access addresses like marketing and sales email. You can even do all this stuff. Okay, you can configure each and every organization-wide email addresses like sales at email, sales at support at marketing at and hiring at all this stuff emails, and you can track each and every emails coming to this particular organization-wide email addresses, and you have to verify. You have to get verified to use that email addresses. BCC complaints. These are all options you can test deliverability. You can test whether this application is getting, whether this email is getting delivered or not. So yeah, I'm going to explain this email deliverability or administration options in the coming classes. Not very much. Okay, and later on, a little bit about Google Apps, about 5 to 10 minutes. Later on, we're going to work on dashboards and reports. Okay, from scratch, like some objects don't have report types also to select from there, and objects have report types, from how to create the reports from report types, and how to create dashboards from reports, how to use the sharing things, all this stuff we work on the tomorrow's class. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm going to close the class for today. If you have any questions, just you can ask quickly now.